Welcome to Liberty Downbeat. It has been a while since the last time I decided to do this. Things have been kind of crazy since the last time I was on this. I've been trying to learn myself some new skills and have had some limited success with it. I'd say not very much success, but at the same time, you know, just trying to get something new done here, trying out stuff. Well, anyhow, I just wanted to touch base with you, and I'm still politically active. I've been spending most of my time either on the Facebook or on the Twitters, trying to promote the values of liberty that this program without the use of the program to do this, but I feel like it's time to get back into it now. I feel like I want to start putting my thoughts and feelings back out there. And if you want to come along for the ride, you're welcome to come along. You can go to the libertydownbeat.com and it'll send you over to my little blog spot thing, and you'll probably be able to get video from there, or Facebook, or maybe even on the Twitters if you got that kind of thing. I haven't gone as far as Instagram or Snapchat and all that good stuff. Whatever other things are out there. If you get any ideas or any suggestions, please shoot them to me, because I'm always trying to learn new things. And this is definitely a technological wonder that we have in this world now. But anyhow, on to the show. This is like I said, this has been a while since I've been in front of the microphone, or in front of the camera. So I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, it's time to let you know what we got going on. So I'm going to go right into it now. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Baseload Review Act. The reason I want to do this is because go back over the end of the session downtown Columbia was just this past Thursday, and left me with a lot of open ends. There was a lot of open ends that were left open, and a lot of things that are just they need to get done, and they haven't done anything. But if you don't know what the Baseload Review Act is, it was the bill passed by the House and the Senate, by the State House in 2007 to basically give a free check, or basically a blank check to SCE&G, Santee Cooper, to build 2 Westinghouse reactors up at VC Summer. And it has been, for a long time, they did this, I think, in reaction to the possibility of coal, like a carbon tax. They were kind of hedging against it to, maybe make the rates better for nuclear versus carbon. But the carbon tax never came through for fruition, so it became a little bit less economically feasible to do the nuclear. But we were going to build them hell or high water anyways, and since they had this blank check to raise the rates, why not? We're going to build it. We're going to have clean energy. So fast forward to 2017, the thing is millions of dollars over budget, and they're not getting. They've even got like 30% of the thing built. And they said, well, we can't afford to do this anymore, so we're just going to quit. And you're going to, in South Carolinians, you get to pay the bill, and so here you go. And they just passed the bill to you. So obviously, big debacle. It happened last year, August of 17, and everybody wanted answers. I mean, why are we on the hook for this? I mean, shouldn't SCE&G or not the ratepayers, but the shareholders, why are they not footing the bill for this? Because they invested in this, and this is a failed investment. Well, I mean, we wanted answers. So one of my friends, Alan Olson, put together a meeting last year, and invited some of the representatives in. Who showed up to that meeting was Representative Finley, Chip Huggins, and they asked my personal representative, Nathan Ballantyne, to come. He didn't show up. But at that meeting, Representative Finley basically said that we didn't need to punish SC&G too much, because it would be if we did that, it would cause major damage to SC&G and all the other stuff too. But basically he was like, let's not punish them too much, and because it could be detrimental to energy so it was detrimental somehow to us if we punished them too much. It would rip the company apart. Well, they made a mistake. They made a mistake by raising rates, not getting us the product. I mean, plenty of damage done, and needs to be repaid somehow. And basically, he didn't want to punish them for that. And that kind of made me angry, because that's the first time I'd ever heard a representative stand up for a company versus a ratepayer, or for basically a person that was paying the bills or the taxes that come with all that. I mean, you expect your representatives to be on your side, but they're on the sides of the companies, and that just blew me off, basically. And Chip Huggins is over here looking like he had his hand in the cookie jar, and he didn't say very much at all. I mean, he just sat over there in the corner trying to shrink down in his chair. So, I mean, and I really didn't care for Finley's blowhard attitude towards it when people, question him about it. So, I left out of there with a very sick and ugly feeling, and a lot of my Liberty friends definitely know that didn't sit well with me. It was like my hot spot. So fast forward through the general session, they said we're gonna fix this. We're gonna make sure that everything is so much better, and we're going to make sure this never happens again. That was definitely one of the things that Finley did say. We're going to make sure this never happens again. Well, you shouldn't have let it happen in the first place. Okay, so you're going to try to fix this. Okay. So as the session goes through, there was actually a bill put forth, I think with Representative Hill, to try to fix this. Put a full repeal in, and it got intersected and basically shot down because it didn't fit with their plan, because the legal issues and possibly a legal battle with the South Carolina Supreme Court. So they just didn't want to do it because it was convenient for them not to do it, and get it just wasn't convenient for them, and they thought that it'd be okay, if we do it this way, because we're not gonna do it because we think they're just wanting to cover their butts, basically. So cover the butts, and just we're not gonna do that. We can't take that Base Load Review Act away. That'll be our pain. So, but also going through, there was late in the session, there was a Senate bill that came across calling for a 13% reduction of the tax, or of the rates, and they passed it, full pass, and then it went back to the House, and they said, no, we want 18% reduction, making it look like they're doing something for us. We're not going to be doing this thing. But in the meantime, there was also a offer from Dominion on SC&G. Now, Santee Cooper had already gotten out of it. They'd already paid out their portion of it to SC&G. But now Dominion's coming in from Virginia, trying to get everybody, trying to carpetbag us basically by saying, hey, we'll give you $1,000 check. We'll give you $1,000 check, and we'll reduce your rate by, I think it was like 5% or something like that. But it's just not enough, and we just can't do all that. I mean, it's like, you're trying to make it look good, and we're just gonna use your $1,000 check, makes it look really good, but you're gonna be paying for it for the rest of the time for the next 20 years. So how good is that really? But anyhow, the House, going back to the House at the end of it, they were saying we're going to pass this 18%, and then they decided, they just didn't do it. They didn't do any of it. They didn't. They said we want more assurance or something like that. They didn't pass the 18%. They didn't pass anything. So basically, they made a big show that they were going to do something, and they did nothing. And now, just go ahead and go back to last Thursday, the last day of the session. They decided in the Senate that they were going to pass full repeal of the BRLA going forward. So we're not going to do this ever again. This is basically the part that Representative Finley was shooting for way back when. But I mean, yeah, full repeal going forward. Oh, we won't do this again. Yeah, we're good. And I'm kind of glad you're deciding to do that, at least, but at the same time, too little, too late. Going forward, I mean, we got nothing retroactive. I mean, we're not going to get anything for the 18% rate we've gotten over the past 10 years, paying for 2 reactors that we can't use and will never produce a watt of energy, or a megawatt of energy, or no watts of energy. It only got 30% built with all the money we spent on it. So there's if you ever wanted to pick it up, it's going to cost a heck of a lot of money to do that. Basically, you got nothing out of it. Nothing out of all that money. I mean, it's like billions of dollars. And ratepayers got nothing because we're still on the hook for it. We're still paying the 18%. They said they're going to do something in this special session coming up. I don't see it happening myself, but if they do something, then kudos to them. But I don't think it's going to happen, and I think it's very strange that they're also having this right after the primary coming up. By the way, if you're not registered for the primary, get registered. You got like 1 week. May 13th is a cutoff here in South Carolina, and if you don't get registered, you can't vote in the primary. And the primary is where it's at, folks. Primary is going to be the one where you can get rid of the guy that basically signed off, especially in my district here in District 71, House District 71, and there's no secret about it. I'm for Britton Wolf. He planned on repealing the BRL, the Base Level Review Act first, but it goes deeper than that. And I'll tell you in a minute that what we need to do. I mean, if they repeal, like I said, if they do the full repeal, which they still haven't done, by the way. They've kicked it back to the Senate again. They said basically we're going to do it. The House said, yeah, we'll go along with it going forward, but we'll see what happens. It still hasn't passed. It's still not out there. Nothing's still been done. So, but in a minute I'll tell you a little bit more about the stance where Britain stands and why I'm standing for him. But anyhow, the shareholders got the stick of the deal, man. They didn't have any pain hardly from this. I mean, well, they got pain from the initial, oh my gosh, we're paying for something that ain't working. Obviously it made the price of stock drop, but at the same time, they aren't hurting anymore because they aren't on the hook for the millions and millions that we're going to be stuck with as ratepayers, and taxes too, I guess. Eventually, we're going to have to pay for this somehow. I mean, we're actually pushing down the bubble, and that bubble will pop back up, and we'll have to pay for this. I mean, there's no way around it, and who gets the brunt of it is what's at issue here. But anyhow, so here's the stance, and here's what we really need to do. And this is what Britton Wolf is pushing for, and why I'm kind of voting for him in my district. Look in your district, in your primary district. Look who's for this Base Load Review Act. Look at the record. Go to the HouseOfRepresentatives.com. Go check them out. House of Representatives or the State House. Look at the voting records of your representative and see if it aligns. Most incumbents are probably going or in line with everybody downtown because they whether they're Republican or Democrat, they're kind of all the same. So, but anyhow, what we need to do is open up the market. Say you got SC&G, you got Santee Cooper, you got Duke, I think, in the upstate, and you got various co-ops all around the state. Well, wouldn't it be great if you could, say, okay, SC&G rates are too high. I'm going to go over here to Santee Cooper because their rates are lower, or I'm going to go to, say, Mid Carolina because they're better rates. We can buy from anybody we want. You can't do that unless you physically move right now. And if you can't shop around, then what you get is what you get, and you can't pitch a fit. But we need to open up the markets and allow the competition. I guarantee you the rates will go down because when there's competition, there's lower rates. It's just like I said, you just gotta do something. You gotta be able to shop around, and I think that's more his stance. And and I'd really like to see the Base Load Review Act repealed, and more of the brunt be shifted towards the people who invested in that debacle, other than the ratepayers themselves, because it wasn't really their fault that this happened. They didn't ask for this, and we just thought it was a good. They just thought it was a good idea downtown, and just gave them a blank check. I mean, there should have been some oversight, and there was very little to none. So, anyhow, well, that's all I got right now, and I wanted to just check in with you. I've been on for a while, so hopefully this brings us up to date at least about the BLRA, Base Load Review Act, and I'm hoping that I'm going to start getting going here again. If you want to check us out, it's on libertydownbeat.com, and we'll have more coming shortly your way soon. And looking forward to seeing you and talk to you. And if you want to leave comments and stuff, just go ahead. I really like them because I like to find out more. And if you got better ideas than I do, please share them. I really like communication and actually, yeah, communication and just talking to each other and working out ideas. It works great. So, but anyhow, again, libertydownbeat.com. I'm hoping soon to maybe talk to some more people about it, and I will talk to you soon.